Hey guys, it's Cash, and today I'm going to be talking about Rh negative blood types. I myself am Rh negative, and I have been doing a lot of research on it, considering that a lot of targets that I talk to are Rh negative, and they say that the Rh negative is targeted from birth because, especially if they're negative O, because they are the universal donor. So they kind of keep tabs on the Rh negatives because their blood type, or our blood type, is a rare blood type. So what they say, there is a group of people called the Basque, and they live between the Pyrenees Mountains in France and Spain. So they're like a little village of people in between those mountains. And they're like blue eyes, blonde hair people, not all, but most. And most of them, a large percentage of their population, is Rh negative. There's a lot of different things that they say Rh negative people are. A few things I've heard is that it's Hitler's master race, the Aryan race, that it's angels breeding with women from the Book of Enoch, potentially the Nephilim, aliens. There's a bunch of different things I've heard. You know, whether it's true or not, who knows? But given what I've been going through and what I've been through, I would not doubt anything anymore. So with Rh negatives are very intuitive. They have psychic abilities. We are very empathic, highly empathic. And because of our ability to feel more than others, we are prone to personality disorders, mental disorders, and fracturing of personality. So one thing I found in doing my research is that the military and these secret societies, they look for negative O people because we are the perfect candidates for the personality fracturing and the trauma-based mind control. So in the United States, 18% of the population is Rh negative. O being the most at 9%, A being 6%, B negative 2%, and AB negative the rarest at 1%. So O negatives are important because we are the universal donor. We can give blood to anybody, but we can only take blood from other O negatives. So that's why I kind of believe that the targeting of O negatives is from birth, because they kind of want to keep tabs on people in case something did happen. They would have to ask us to give blood. And it's just like my school, when I was in high school, there was a blood drive. I felt like every week, you know, it might have been monthly, but I always felt like there was an announcement, blood drive, blood drive, blood drive. And then one day that I can remember, when I was in high school, I was walking down the hallway with some girls from my team, and this lady came up. I had never seen her before, and she started talking about the blood drive and the importance of giving blood and how, you know, we could save somebody's life by doing it. And, you know, she wasn't talking to the other three girls. She was mainly just looking at me. I felt like she was directly talking to me, because she most likely was. Because schools keep that information. They know what blood type you are. So I didn't even think anything of it at that time. I was just like, okay, lady, whatever. I'm trying to hit this flash before softball practice. Get out of here. So I'm not a blood giver anyway. So thinking back now, like that interaction really makes sense to me, because it did stick out in my mind as strange. So also living down here in Miami, I don't know if they've quarantined all the negatives down here or what's going on, but 4 people, myself included, so 2 girls and 1 guy, all O negatives. And talking to them, you know, I've been close with most of these people. Talking to them and getting to know about their lives, we all pretty much have the same story. Trauma growing up, difficulties, just traumatic things happening throughout our whole lives. And we have brothers and sisters that are relatively normal functioning people in society, but for some reason, the four of us down here in Miami, we just have, you know, problems. Like, just out of nowhere, just stress-related, traumatic problems. And all four of us are pretty much in the same boat. So that is something that is not a coincidence. That is what it is. It is what it is. So, yeah. The military. So the military looks for O negatives because we are prone to the personality fracture and multiple personality disorder and dissociative identity disorder. Most people dissociate from time to time. So this isn't like, you know, craziness. It is just, it's easier to control or put thoughts into a person's head. Most presidents are O negative because the powers that be, it's easier to control them. Most royal families, O negative. It's all part of brainwashing, essentially. So, and we make the best candidates for trauma-based mind control. So another thing about the RH negatives is we cannot have children with RH positives. We can, but we need a special shot to do so. We need a ROGAM shot. Because if we do have children with an RH positive, if the baby is RH positive in an RH negative mother, the mother's body will attack the RH positive fetus because it doesn't go with the mother's body. So that's just a few things about RH negatives that I have come across. If anybody's RH negative and has any other information that they would like to comment down below, or any other links that other people can look at, if you could provide that in the information section, because there is a reason why blood type, why they don't make such a big deal about blood type, because they just don't really want people to know, because there's not that much research done on it. Or maybe there is and they know, but they just don't want everybody to make a big deal about it. So I would like to do further research, because my grandma's side of the family, she's Syrian Lebanese. She is very into the genealogy and looking into her family tree and stuff like that. But it seems she always gets stopped somewhere, and it's like the rest of her bloodline is like this big mystery. So yeah, so if anybody has any information on anything like that, please feel free to drop it down below. You can email me at teawithcash@gmail.com. Like, subscribe, dislike if you don't like what I'm saying, but you should, because it's true. And I hope everybody has a wonderful Friday Junior Thursday. God bless.